you ever wondered why men and women seem to experience love differently? Today, we're diving into the fascinating idea that men actually feel love in reverse compared to women. While women often notice the early sparks and emotional buildup, there's a stage in a man's journey of love that usually goes completely unnoticed. Let's explore what really happens in the hearts of men and why this difference matters so much in relationships. For many women, love begins with a meaningful connection, maybe a deep conversation or a shared laugh. But for men, the journey often starts differently. At the first encounter, men are usually drawn by attraction and curiosity. It's not love at first sight, but rather an interest that might grow. This initial stage is often overlooked, but it's the foundation for everything that follows. As the man gets to know the woman, curiosity turns into genuine interest. He starts to notice her unique qualities, her laughter, and the way she sees the world. At this point, he's not in love yet, but he's definitely intrigued. This stage is subtle and often goes unnoticed by women who might already be feeling a deeper connection. Next, men often test the waters to see if there's real compatibility. They observe how the woman reacts in different situations, how she handles challenges, and whether their values align. This is a practical stage where emotions are still guarded. Women might already be emotionally invested, but for men, it's a crucial checkpoint. Trust doesn't come instantly for most men. During this phase, they're quietly assessing whether they can rely on the woman and if she's trustworthy. Small gestures, honest conversations, and shared experiences help build this trust. It's a slow process, and often women don't realize how important this stage is for men. Here, where things get interesting, men often hide their vulnerability even as they start to care more deeply. They might act distant or reserved not because they don't care, but because opening up is a big step. This hidden vulnerability is rarely noticed by women who may misinterpret it as lack of interest. At some point, something shifts. Maybe it's a shared challenge or a moment of support, but suddenly the man realizes he truly cares. This is the turning point when interest and trust transform into real affection. It often happens later than women expect, and it's a stage that's easy to miss if you're not paying attention. Unlike women, who may feel love growing steadily from the start, men's feelings often develop in reverse. They start with attraction, move through curiosity and trust, and only then do they allow themselves to fall in love. This reverse process is why women sometimes feel men are slow to commit or express their feelings. There's a specific stage in this journey that women rarely notice, the moment when a man is quietly deciding if he can truly open his heart. He may seem distracted or even pull away a bit. In reality, he's weighing his feelings, testing his own readiness for deeper commitment. This stage is crucial but almost invisible from the outside. During this unnoticed stage, men might pull away or become less communicative. It's not rejection, it's reflection. They're processing their emotions, considering the future, and making sure they're ready for what comes next. Understanding this can prevent misunderstandings and unnecessary heartache. In contrast, women often experience a steady emotional buildup. From the first spark, their feelings grow as they share experiences and build memories. This difference in timing can lead to confusion, especially if women expect men to feel the same way at the same time. Because men and women experience love differently, it's easy to misread each other's signals. A woman might think a man is losing interest when in fact he's just moving through his own unique emotional process. Recognizing these differences can help both partners feel more secure and connected. Patience is essential when navigating these stages. Men need time to process and move through their emotional journey, while women benefit from understanding that love doesn't always follow a straight path. Giving each other space and time can make all the difference. Open communication bridges the gap between these different experiences. When both partners share their feelings and expectations, misunderstandings become less likely. It's important to talk about what each person needs and how they experience love, even if it feels a bit awkward at first. So how can you tell when a man is truly falling in love? Look for subtle signs. He makes time for you, listens closely, and starts to share more of his thoughts and feelings. These small changes often signal that he's moved past the unnoticed stage and is ready for deeper connection. Once a man decides he's ready, his commitment is strong and steady. He's likely to be more open, supportive, and invested in the relationship. This phase is often when women finally see the depth of his feelings, even though the journey started much earlier for him. With commitment comes emotional security. Both partners feel more confident and safe, knowing they're truly valued. This is the reward for moving patiently through all the earlier stages, even the ones that were hard to understand or invisible. Love is a journey, not a destination. As both partners grow together, they learn more about each other's needs, fears, and dreams. The differences in how men and women experience love become strengths, helping them build a deeper, more resilient bond. Respecting each other's emotional timelines is key to a healthy relationship. When both partners honor the way the other experiences love, misunderstandings fade and intimacy grows. It's about accepting that love doesn't look the same for everyone, and that's perfectly okay. Being aware of these differences can transform your relationship. Instead of feeling frustrated or confused, you can approach each stage with understanding and empathy. This awareness helps both men and women feel seen, heard, and truly loved for who they are. In the end, love is about embracing the journey, differences and all. Men may feel love in reverse and women might miss certain stages, but together they can create something beautiful. By understanding, communicating, and respecting each other's unique paths, couples can build lasting, meaningful relationships that stand the test of time.